You should have brought more.
You should have brought more.
What the fuck? Unfortunately, we are back here, and Resident Evil Netflix. Why? Why did I do this to us? Over the weekend, I asked the boys to spend 5 additional hours of their lives in watching more of this crap. And I texted them. I say, hey, did you guys already watch this? Like, I'm having trouble getting through it. Maybe we shouldn't do this. And Joe said, I watched it all already. I was like,
because I woke up early, I was like, all right, I got to get this shit done. So I just put it on, started doing dishes.
We had an out. You should have fucking lied.
God.
So I was cleaning. I was like, fuck,
Joe's
man,
honesty has brought you this video. It got worse.
I'm sorry.
It got worse. It gets progressively worse, progressively more embarrassing than Zootopia porn. Yes, it does get I mean, that's pretty embarrassing, but it gets really embarrassing. And it gets worse, guys. We probably none of you are watching this third video I'm doing on Resident Evil. You've already gotten the point. It is fucking bad. But I also wanted to use this as an opportunity to talk about what the showrunner has talked about and said. Since you guys are loving this so much, he's recently quoted former boss, Supernatural boss, on similarities between his Netflix show Resident Evil and the Winchester Brothers tale. He says, my last show went 15 seasons, so I think this one should go at least 16.
Your last TV show had likable characters. This one does not.
But Joe, he says it's when you have an older sibling, younger sibling, one of them is kind of a surrogate parent where the twins are on equal footing. The power struggle is even more dynamic because one day it's one twin and one day it's the other twin. But ages doesn't really factor into it. They're both going through these very traumatic events together. He'd like to see 16 seasons.
I don't give a book.
Which is a huge red flag. It's your fault, Joe, because you watched Supernatural and supported it.
It's different. It's a different show.
And the first couple seasons are great.
Yeah. I stopped at 10, though, because after 10, it started getting really ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he wants to do for Resident Evil. Man has no fucking plan. He's going to fucking pick in tiny little bits and fucking ruin the lore. And you know what he says? If I get an opportunity, he wants to bring in the legacy characters eventually. There are characters we haven't seen in a while. Jill Valentine, Claire Redfield being examples. How do they react to the present day, to all this stuff happening? The question becomes, how do people change?
No.
And an equally interesting question, if not more interesting, what happens in 14 years, 16 years in the future where the thing where they were trying to prevent has happened? These characters have spent their lives fighting these outbreaks. What happens when you lose? What does that look like? Over the course of the series, I want to bring everything in. Left to my own devices, I want Lady D. I want the Plan Monster. I want it all. He wants to bring in Chris Redfield, Leon, everybody. I want everything, but judiciously and responsibly over time. So he's thinking, and he's saying even the video games are canon. So he says the village is here. The village is real somewhere. We might not get to it until season 5, but it's out there. He wants to do everything, Joe. This guy is so excited.
That all sounds amazing, but with the writing we've gotten so far, I'm dreading it.
Right, because he's going to bring in these legacy characters. And is it going to make the fucking series this much better? Maybe.
Or worse.
But like I said in the last thing we just filmed, the opportunity to fuck it up is huge. Huge. Leon is going to show up looking like fucking Carlos.
Yeah. If we could bring him in.
Claire, fucking Rebecca, they're going to show up. They're going to be, I don't know, the most ridiculous thing I can think of. They're no longer male, female. They're actually a raptor. That is,
you son of a bitch, I'm in.
with a hat.
I'm in.
A silly hat. Oh, guys. Resident Evil. Now, here's the crazy thing is I just feel like a battered housewife because I love Resident Evil, and they keep doing it, and they keep fucking it up.
Yeah.
In media, I mean, so we had Welcome to Raccoon City, which tried to stay closer to the video games, but then even fucked that up, and then squeezed two things together. They focused. It could have been good. It was shit. Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, which is another Netflix exclusive. We never did a review on it. I watched it. Here's my opportunity to give my rating on that. Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, it's the CGI one, TV 4 episodes. Yeah. It's got Leon and Claire, what they were doing kind of in between, some games. And honestly, it's all right. But mostly it's fucking boring. And the story needed to be much better. The villain, it's just really not great. And so it's kind of bad in another way. I mean, this Resident Evil here, Netflix, live action, this is bad. But Infinite Darkness is kind of bad in its own way. But, at least it's the actual canon a little closer. But honestly, I wouldn't want to watch that one over this one. I wouldn't even want to watch this one. Oh, I don't want to watch them both. I'm done with it. And it sucks. So Resident Evil has been done dirty, and this guy wants to do 16 seasons of it. Will he maybe eventually get it right based on fan feedback? Who knows? Yeah. But if he's centering his whole goddamn story on these sisters in the CW fucking drama in high school and going back and forth between the two time periods is awful. It just sucks. I see some creativity here when he does the monsters, the spiders, the things, the zombies sometimes.
The way it just left off, I don't give a shit.
I'm done.
I don't want it.
I don't want
it. I don't care of what's going to happen
between
next.
the two sisters, right?
Yeah.
But this is full-on spoilers from this point on.
Okay.
So go ahead and so what state are we left at?
Bullshit. The sister kidnaps the daughter, and now we gotta go find
the reveal.
daughter.
Joe, you little more information.
Well,
the sister. Which sister? What? Who?
Billy
when, where?
is controlling Evelyn in this amazing musical that you enjoyed, right?
Baby, I don't fucking know. It's just fucking music. I hate this goddamn music. So
Yes.
as if all this other stuff doesn't fucking suck. It uses music I fucking hate.
Yeah, when that happened, I was like, wait, what?
Billie Eilish.
I thought I
Eilish
was watching
rap.
something else when that happened.
Pop
Because I was
teen
just
girl
like kind of half-assed paying attention. That scene came on. I was like, wait, did they really just do that? Mm-hmm. What the fuck is going on here?
You could have had her
It's
stab.
fun. You could tell the staff behind the camera like, yes, that's so
Everyone's
awesome.
going to love this.
Everyone's gonna love it. We're having so much fun.
You could have had her pick up a pen and stab it through her own hand, and then it would feel more appropriate to Resident Evil. And she just then it's just
It's
like,
what
oh,
the fuck is going on? Yes, I get the controller.
Yeah.
But instead, we get this dance number.
I like that actress, I will say.
Yeah.
She does a good job.
This was written by a bunch of boomers trying to anticipate, they're like, this is what Zoomers want, right? And it just comes off as entirely cringy the entire way through.
A little fucking respect!
It's stupid, unlikable characters doing stupid, unlikable, making stupid decisions constantly. And they're like, this character's a genius. Jade is a genius and continues to make the dumbest decisions. And she's not rushed. She's not pressed for time. She's just like, you know what I'm going to do?
You know how you hated her at the beginning, Alex?
Yeah.
And I said, no, she's not that bad. There's reasons why she hates her dad and she's a fucking asshole. She makes a decision in one of these episodes where I'm like, fuck you, I'm out.
Yeah.
Fuck, you're a dumbass. And Alex was right the whole fucking time, you piece of shit.
Yeah. They pull a knife on their dad, and they bash his brains in one scene. It's just
not even that. She gets other fucking innocent people killed for no reason. We have a possible thing that can help in the zombie apocalypse, and you're gonna do it without anybody else. You're not gonna tell anybody else. You're
have
gonna
a
get people
security
on
team.
the ship killed on the. You're fucking dumb asshole bitch. Fuck that. I'm out. This is a piece of shit. So if your characters that you're supposed to be rooting for are pieces of shit that make the worst decisions at all times, I don't care. I don't care about the drama between Billy and Jade. I don't care that Billy is revealed to be a raccoon agent or a fucking umbrella agent where she is in charge secretly of everything and she is the head of Umbrella. Right now, Billy is the head of Umbrella.
Yeah.
In the future. That is stupid, and I hate it. And she's controlling Evelyn with the fucking robotic things. But Evelyn's still kind of there, so maybe Evelyn could get it back. I don't care.
I don't care to find out.
So at the end, turns out that Jade has a daughter. But this guy's not a biological father, so do we know where the daughter came from? Did she fuck around and create a clone as well, just like her father?
I don't think so.
We don't. Who is it?
We don't know.
Okay, fine. I guess that's season 2. I don't give a shit. But eventually, the daughter is just as fucking dumb as her mother because for no fucking reason, at the end, when they're escaping on the ship and everything's great, the fucking daughter decides to fucking get off the ship and go back to the land. For why? Why again? Does anybody know why she left the fucking ship?
Because she said so.
Because she's an idiot, and then the alligator comes to attack her, but then Billy shows up in the helicopter, shoots it, and then she captures Bay, or whatever her name is, B. So now Billy has Jade's daughter, and Jade has been shot in the gut, and that's how we end. And oh my God, is Jade going to get her daughter back? What is Billy going to do with B, and who is B really? And what can be?
Is she immune to zombies?
And she has, she's like, the alligator didn't fuck with her.
But the zombie in previous...
But the zombie was chasing her down.
The first time.
Exactly.
It's just like, well...
Maybe if she concentrates real hard or she's shocked, then the zombies stop. Or maybe
she shit her pants and then the crocodile was like, I'm not eating that. You shit your pants.
Maybe it's just the monsters that stop and not the zombies for it. It is inconsistent. You can tell that they are literally just making shit up as they go along, and I hate that. The guy wants to do 16 seasons. Motherfucker does not have a fucking plan. He doesn't. But before the season starts, okay, I got a proof for that. Let's write some stories. Oh, that. Pitch me some ideas. What's hot right now? Billie Eilish. Good. Let's throw that in. No, I'm fucking done with this.
Even if I give him the benefit of the doubt and you're like, oh, he has a plan. His plan is stupid. Because this season was stupid, and I imagine all of the next 15 seasons he wants to do will probably be equally as stupid.
And I don't want this to be an hour long because I don't want to waste your time anymore on this shit. So let's go final verdicts on the entire entire series. And then after that, we'll jump into each episode, do a little breakdown quickly, and give a rating for each one. But let's just up front tell you.
2.
Holy shit. 2 out of 10.
Yeah, I agree. Fucking 2. I fucking hate the characters. I from the get-go, I was like, please do not have this back and forth timeline. I do not like this pace. This pace kind of takes you out of the immersion of what it's trying to do. But throughout the whole series, that's what it is.
Holy
and I
shit.
fucking hate it. I don't care about the characters. The characters continue to get dumber and dumber.
Yes.
And you don't care about the character development. And also, when maybe something cool happens, it's ruined by the songs.
Yes.
The songs.
So you hate the songs as much as I do? We're not teenage girls, I guess.
They don't fit in.
There's no fucking Marilyn Manson seizure of power. There's nothing that feels Resident Evil. It just feels like a goddamn CW or a goddamn fucking Zoomer fucking concert. I don't know. I hate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrible writing. I hate where this cliffhanger is at. I don't care. I don't want to see this anymore.
This was, it gets
Where did it get the 2 points from? Lance
is the only cool part, and Lance dressing up as Blade with his fucking knife.
Terrible.
Joe,
that was terrible.
I like that they tried to go for it,
funny.
but it looks so bad.
It did.
And they even fucked it up.
But
it isn't even cool. I would forgive it when a motherfucker shows up in cosplay
He shows up
with his hair and
cleaning his glass.
I know, but that's all he does, and then he kind of moves a little quickly. It is so bad. It is not as good as our other Wesker.
I don't care.
You should have brought more.
That
guy way fucking better than that. And when you're mimicking Wesker in that way, in the leather suit, you have to nail it. And he does, but they don't have competent cinematographers, action choreographers. They don't have nothing. And so it just looks like Lance in cosplay.
Lance is trying his heart out. All right, so I give him that. Then I saw that. It was so bad. It's good. It was so bad. I had to give it a point. I was like, I want to see.
I hate you, Joe.
I want to
So bad
see
it's good.
more of him.
So bad. In the leather suit. You know what, Joe?
Yes.
If it was all just him in the leather suit, I would fucking love it. Because it would be campy, stupid garbage. But, like, so bad it's good. All right, you've convinced me, Joe. The 2 minutes that we saw him was garbage, but I would rather watch that than
This is dumb.
Yeah, I think this is one of the. This was 8 hours of absolutely abysmal dialogue and characters and decisions.
If you don't watch the series and you don't want to go through 8 hours of it, the scene that we're talking about, just watch that. Don't watch anything else, right?
Well, you also need
that
to
is at the beginning of what episode?
7. It's towards the very end.
Yeah.
Fuck. Keep going.
So I don't think anything about this was enjoyable, and it took fucking forever. I think they had some decent production design. There was some cool stuff visually in there, but I think that the show actually has no momentum whatsoever because the storytelling, like the way they decided to tell the story, was fucking awful. The back and forth switching was just too often.
Yes.
If it was. We fleshed things out a little bit more for each one and then changed it at appropriate times to build tension. It was fine, but it was so quick that no tension was built at all because we weren't there long enough. Yeah. I hate these characters. I hate them.
Yes.
I don't want to watch anything with them.
And you were right, by the way. It is episode 7. At the beginning of episode 7, just watch the intro, and then if you want to watch how bad it gets, you can watch the last episode. So that's what I recommend. Yeah. If you want a truncated version, just watch my video, the meme video I put out, or watch episode 1, the start of episode 7, and the last episode, and you're good. I swear to God, you're good. You get the entire story there.
Yeah. And then Zootopia porn is now canon in the Resident Evil universe because we know that people there jerk off too. 4chan incels are also. It's just cringy.
Writing.
Someone is there. It's just like hello there, fellow kids. The entire time.
Yeah, and it's people who have never fucking played the games, don't give a shit about the games, and they're masquerading with Resident Evil's dead body. Woo, woo! Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. Woo! that Ace Ventura.
But they're trying to appeal. But they're trying to appeal to the young adult audience, and they're shitting on the established audience. It's like, who's this for? Like the young adults who don't give a shit about Resident Evil?
Yeah, young teeny boppers.
And it's not working because that's why they have a 25% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. Even they don't like
that's
it.
just bigots and racists that hate the race swap and hate female lead characters.
But it always
you didn't know that?
It was always a female lead. Wasn't Resident Evil always a female lead? Pretty much.
Yeah, some. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's the narrative that's out there. Anyways, I don't want to fucking spend any more time on this. So 2?
2.
That makes me feel bad to give it a 3. Ooh. Because I had already
justify
did the
your 3, sir.
I will justify my 3. Lance, the monsters. Combine all the monsters into 1 point.
Got it.
And here's the thing. It's not fucking boring. Like, you watch Alex, you want me to give you a fucking homework? Watch Resident Evil Infinite Darkness. The shit is boring. And it's not boring, and it's filmed in a competent way, but it's not Resident Evil. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. If this would not use the Resident Evil name, it might get more points. It might, be able to be its own thing and be unrestricted by having to cram fucking lore in and try to parade around as if it is. It's bad. But whether it's a fucking 2 or a 3, some days I think it's a 2, some days I think it's a 3. But that's where you're going. You're just going between these two, and that's not good.
It's bad or really bad?
It's not good. So let's just jump into the individual episodes. So episode 4, it is confirmed that it was a cage left open, and the rat bit him, and so this whole thing, this next outbreak was because, just stupid. It's fucking dumb.
They don't. Didn't someone mention you don't lock your cages after the first thing? It's like, yeah.
because they're idiots. Raccoon City stuff, all that stuff that happened, it's on a USB drive. They covered it up, the government, so that does happen in this series to make it canon. Lance Reddick, as Wesker, is doing his 28th test to try to find the cure because he wants to help his daughters and shit. And but he's failing over and over. He's like, fuck, everybody out. And then simultaneously, we have the daughters who want to go to a party. Alex, she is infected. She's they have no idea, but they want to go to a party.
I checked. In episode 2, Jade finds out that the person in Tijuana that was bit by the rat goes on a violent, murderous rampage before being killed because they were infected. Mm-hmm. Now, so a couple people are like, no, she doesn't know.
No.
I checked. I fucking checked.
Yeah, you know what? Thank you, Alex.
I fucking checked. It's there.
Thank you
and then,
for putting yourself through that because I didn't want to check.
No, I checked.
I just was like, this is fucking dumb.
It's on Wikipedia. You can just look it up right
It's fucking dumb, and I don't want to do it, and I hate it, and I didn't want to check.
So
it makes no sense, so she goes to the party.
So Billy doesn't necessarily know, but Jade's like, look, you're not only are you probably going to die, but you're probably going to kill a bunch of people.
It leaves her alone.
Yeah,
because she wanted to get that dick.
Oh my god!
That's what Billy said.
I'm about to die. You want to ride that dick, bro? It's like, what the fuck is this? I'm not making it up. That's what she says.
Yeah. I wanted to turn it off after that.
Yeah. So that was in the first 30 minutes of the 5 hours that I made you watch. 2022, Angel tracks down the girls. He tells them they don't exist. Their father died in 2009. Evelyn has a goat on her back. Angel is... And then Angel is captured at the end. You don't know who Angel is? He's the guy that figured out that Umbrella covered up all this shit, and he's
a piss poor, and this is important, investigative reporter who has a heart of gold and won't be bought out by Umbrella.
And Evelyn has a goat on her back. That's important. 2036
Goat
story.
yoga, come on.
2036 was yes.
No, go ahead.
No, stop talking about this bullshit. Baxter's dogs. Okay, Baxter is a good guy because he has children at home, and his children are dogs. They're in prison together.
Fur babies.
The fucking French resistance captured them. They're in a cage. They realize that these French resistance are called the Brotherhood, and I fucking hate the side storyline. This is stupid. It's pointless. I hate it. Moving on. It's just generic post-apocalyptic crap.
He's a chainsaw guy. Chainsaw, bro.
I'm getting there. That makes no sense. You want to talk about you wanted it to be canon, but yet you just want to throw this in here because of the visuals. It makes no sense that the Chainsaw Man from Resident Evil 4 from the games is in this, and he is not Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man, I think, is infected, and there were stories and lore, little bits of collectibles you can find that he was like fucking rumors that he's invulnerable, he's unkillable, and he fucking dies instantly here. He's just a guy that looks like the Chainsaw Man. Fuck you. Anyways, the Brotherhood uses zombies to work. So it kind of confirms Jade's suspicion that maybe the zombies have a hierarchy, and she sees it. There's a fucking gross fucking grandma zombie that screams.
It's brilliant. I mean, we've been talking about like what kind of house you build in the zombie apocalypse, and you put like hamster wheels around your house and stuff, and like a little treadmill type thing, and if the zombies are trying to get in, they power your place. It's infinite energy.
So Gross-Face Zombie yells, and she realizes.
Genius.
So Baxter teams up with Jade in this episode. We get the prison break action scene where Baxter is like...
He's hurt and almost dying, but then he becomes an action star and is not hurt anymore.
See it? Ooh,
Did you see that, Jade? Whatever. I got to have something. Baxter's the closest thing I had to like fucking Barry Burton, but so I was like...
how dare you.
I know, but I liked him somewhat because he was making it somewhat interesting to watch, and then he fucking dies because he helped Jade, and Jade sucks. She chainsaws the grandma zombie. This was the one cool part. There was a really great practical effect of chainsawing the fuck out of that grandma zombie. Blood everywhere. It looks good. See, they can do it. They can do it. Oh, no. Did we adjust the camera?
Yeah.
All right. Music is like a fucking parody. If you actually listen to the music, and I'm not talking about the teen girl stuff, right? If you listen to music, it's like a bad Godzilla film. Mm-hmm. Like, and I watch a lot of Godzilla films. It's like, dun, dun, dun. It's just, it. So then Baxter saves her as she thinks she's going to die. She's calling her husband and everything. She's crying. But Baxter saves her, but she gets him killed.
Because everyone who helps her gets her killed.
Final rating.
3.
2.
5. Episode 5, raccoon helmets are dumb looking. I initially liked the soldiers, but then we get a close-up of what the raccoon helmets actually look like. And I'm like, God damn, man, who you got on your costume fucking team? That sucks, dude. The helmets are dumb. And then you're wearing BMX armor and shit. I was like, when you look at it up close, I'm like, oh, man, the one thing I thought was kind of cool sucks. 2022. Storyline. Albert is forced to interrogate Angel. He beats him in the fucking face when he mentions his daughter.
I like unhinged Wesker in this series. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, we gave it a point to Lance. Like, this is another time. Anytime when he's interacting with that girl's father, when he's just like, "Look, you've threatened me in my own. I'm gonna fuck you up," and I like that. Like that's why I gave it the series a point just for Lance.
Moon Knight Sonata in the past. Stupid throwback.
They just
to the,
moved in and he has like secret shit
this.
buried in the house and like a piano. So like, Wesker, why do you need a special piano that has all this? It's like, come on, this is fucking stupid.
No, I don't
saw
think
that
it's
as like,
stupid
no,
for them to have a piano.
You do
I
not
just think
deserve
it's,
this. You do not deserve
it's not
it right now.
stupid either. I just disagree. I hate that it's a throwback to the original games in such a disingenuous way, but it does make sense that he doesn't quite trust Umbrella, and he has a backup plan if anything happens for his daughters because he cares. Fine, whatever. The sisters fight, then they immediately apologize.
Shocker.
Well, Jade is mad because he wrote you a note,
Shocker.
but the whole thing is based on something that only Jade knows, so they have to work together. So it's not. It may be just Billy's name is at the top. I mean, this is garbage.
Yeah.
My dad hates me.
It's that CW drama stuff that's not working. So the dog, they use a dog whistle to get in. They use the dog to get into the secret room. And so they wave the dog over the thing and it opens up. I'm like, okay. Well, at least the dog had purpose. What happened to that dog? I don't know what happened to the dog. Okay, anyway, she finds finds her dad injecting, I think Lisa with a serum in
Lisa
the previous,
Trevor,
from we've seen it in Welcome to Raccoon City. We've seen it in the games and shit. And I'm like, oh god. And it's like the Wesker in the black outfit,
Bling.
which we'll talk about when we get there because that doesn't make sense. If we were talking about clones, I'm still confused here. Anyways, they're scared of their dad when he shows up. I'm your fucking father, and you'll do as you're told. The dangerousness comes back, but it's so rare. Billy knocks him out. And then the show makes it a point that Billy is somehow fighting the virus off. She's not succumbing. The timer ends, but Billy's not dead yet. So yeah. After beating up their dad, they let him help them. So because he's the only one that can help. So then that's that storyline. And what is the storyline in 2036 in this? There was mainly in this episode is just 2020, and then at the end, so the fucking umbrella close up of the stupid helmet gets taken off, and it's Billy. Oh my God, there's her sister. 3 out of 10. Here's where it just slid, and I fucking hate it. The reason why I gave the last one a 5 out of 10 is because it was a good action sequence with some practical effects and blood and zombies and shit, and they try to do some action. Here it's just boring, just garbage.
Yeah, the back and forth and stuff that I feel like I didn't deserve. It was 3.
Yep.
Bored.
2. Alex.
All the way through.
Don't ruin it, Alex. Episodes. Come on, there gotta be some. Get some flavor. Give me a 1. Give me a 3.
All of them are really
6.
bad.
Okay, episode 6. Arklay Mountains in 2005. Wait, this was in episode 6 or 7? No, that was episode 7. This is the interrogation. Angel is offered an out, and Albert is doing all this fucking bullshit. The future. In the future, the sisters argue with each other. Billy says she's not immune. The clock is ticking, and then so she asked for Jade to punch her out because they did this fake reveal like she's evil, and then now she's not evil. She's letting her sister go, and clearly you can tell that she's just doing it.
Double fake
It's
out.
a double fake, and she's actually still evil. And she chose Umbrella. Why? You don't know at that point. And, you know, it's just a stupid song. What the fuck? Every time this series does something dramatic, they play a stupid song with extremely obvious lyrics. Like, the lyrics are literally the same thing. It's like, you broke my heart and betrayed me in the sewer and released me.
This is obviously...
You're gonna...
It's pretty
kill
specific.
me later.
Oddly specific.
It's oddly specific. Jade meets up with their fucking university forces, and this we see her husband and daughter finally, and then they work on the cure. She brought the zombie head from the grandma. She spits in the petri dish because it needs a little bit extra, and they create the thing that allows the zombies to either be attracted or repelled. So that's very useful. And this idea on paper is cool because it's like in a zombie apocalypse, I like the idea of, like, I don't know, trying to figure out how to live in, or either working on a cure or creative stuff to do with the zombies. So this is creative stuff having to do with the zombies. Sucks it's in a shitty series, but, you know, this could, you know, lead to cool stuff. Anyways, Albert is in prison next to his other clone. He realizes, you know, they've had enough of his shit. He killed the fucking journalist with a mixture concoction because he doesn't want his daughters to be found. He's doing, you know, fucked up shit, and then she's had enough, so she imprisons him. But he's a clone next door, and that we get an expansion on that in the next episode. He's got a beard, and it's like, whoa, who the fuck? He's a clone. I fucking saw that come in episode 1. So
Yeah, you called it.
I called it. Attraction and repellent thing, and then Jade tests. This is the stupidest thing ever. Jade tests the dangerous. Yes. She gets her daughter almost killed, and she actually kills her pregnant best friend. Mm-hmm. She has no weapons, like, for this one zombie to, like, kill it right when it goes, if something were to go wrong. She's got no backup plans. It is ridiculous.
She uses flimsy,
She's supposed to be smart.
terrible rope, you know, where, you know, every zombie's like ripping through everything that they're using.
Let me just use twine.
If not for Wesker in this episode, you know, the revelation that they're clones and his performance and shit, I fucking hate it. I hate this one. 2 out of 10. 2.
1.
2.
There
Terrible
he goes. Get some flavor in
decisions.
there.
Fucking bullshit.
Episode 7. This is the one that has Joe's fucking cosplay fucking Blade. The man is Blade.
Shit.
Did you know Wesker is Blade?
I didn't know it was Marvel over here.
He looks so much like Blade. I'm like, hey, man, he probably would make a good Blade. Who's that guy that's playing Blade? Nah, but Lance. I like Lance's Blade.
He just looks so weird with that hair, too,
I know,
though. So now I'm not used to seeing him with hair.
I just wish they would have made him cool. You should have brought more. Doesn't make sense. What did I write here? This is a Black Wesker clone as well, question mark, I wrote, because the way they played this is he created clones of himself in order to, you know, work on shit behind the scenes. He's with Umbrella, and it's so appropriate to Wesker that he has, like, a secret facility, and he's working on self-preservation and doing cool shit. I like that. But I thought that they said that this was canon. How is he black? I think this is the real Wesker, so that's the one inconsistency, that their Wesker is black and the other white Wesker never existed, right?
Yeah.
So he was black the whole time throughout all of the games. Okay. Well, I finally learned that. I thought that there would be an explanation for it, that the white Wesker was creating a bunch of different clones, some white, some black, some brown, some, you know, Asian, who knows what he's doing, you know? So I thought that they would go that, and that's a perfectly reasonable explanation. I think that's fine. Why did they need to do that? I don't understand. Like, just fuck with lore and then don't fix the things. Don't worry, there's an explanation. And then it turns out there's no explanation. God damn it. Anyways, Bert has been locked up and Albert was let out. That's a oh, you feel sorry for Bert, right? Jade realizes that Billy betrayed her. She pulled out the tracker previously, but then she put the tracker in the fucking zombie head. I was like, I saw like nothing is surprising.
Then here comes the song. I got you, bitch.
She betrayed me.
Of course, I got you, bitch.
Meeting between the university and Evelyn, the Umbrella Forces, because they're on this ship. You know, it's like a, you know, they're kind of safe from the zombie apocalypse, and they're trying to preserve society. So they made a deal with Evelyn to I guess give up Jade in order to protect everybody on the university. Simultaneously, Bert breaks out because he learns about that his clone Albert had some girls. And I like Bert. I like this Bert character. I like the fact that Lance Reddick has such range on his characters. I totally believe he's a different person. I love it. He's a stupid idiot clone, but it's fun. It's interesting to watch. So this is one of the better episodes because in this he gets to do fun things. Picks up the girls from school. He's different. They're like, what the fuck is going on?
Unlimited breadsticks. He's like, well, no, only one basket. It's like, that is a limit.
He goes to fucking Olive Garden.
It's like, well, that's their breadsticks. Now bring me mine.
My breadsticks. That's their unlimited breadsticks. I need my unlimited. I was like, I love this guy instantly. He's my favorite. And man, between this and Sonic, man, fucking Olive Garden's getting heavy promotion here. I don't know if they paid to be in this, but whatever. I just loved it. Then we get the Simon scene. They're trying to throw in even more depth to Evelyn's character. I don't give a fuck. She's like doing fucked up shit with her wife. Basically turning her wife into a
robot,
zombie,
Stepford wife type thing.
Medicated to not leave her. And Simon, her son, she's just, you know, she clearly loves her son, and they're trying to do this family thing with her. That's whatever.
You're not involved, so it doesn't matter. The ring's hollow.
Yeah. Bert explains eventually. They're like, look, what is going on? And he's like, all right, I'm going to break it down to you. In the middle of Olive Garden, he tells them that they're clones. He explains that, and that Albie, another clone died. Wesker just shot Albie right away in that scene earlier. And then, and Lance, I just wrote here, Lance is such a good actor. He's just like awesome. And then Umbrella shows up, and they have a fight, and Bert is powerful. He can take people out, but apparently not this other guy. I don't know who this right-hand man, I think his name is Roth. And he's like, I don't like you. You're not nice to me. Bert, God damn it, Bert. So they're kidnapped by Umbrella. There's another kidnapping. There's tons of kidnappings in this, like you said, Joe. Albert uses girls' blood to survive. It's revealed. But the purpose for the girls...
It's revealed, but like they insinuated in episode 1. It's
initially,
like we kind of knew already.
Well, I didn't know that's what he was using the blood for.
Well, he was injecting himself with it over and over.
Yeah, because when the timer went off...
I thought it was a different thing.
Because the timer went off, he didn't get the blood. He started getting all woozy and stuff.
Yeah. So, and I'm like, so?
And he treats you like his own children. Bert's like... Hey, he could have treated you like shit, but he didn't.
Well, that was.
He could have locked you in a wall
that's
like
the next episode.
Is it they already? Whatever.
Yeah, but I'm like, I don't. So you love your dad, and he's dying, and okay.
No,
whatever.
teen.
It's
angst.
a big reveal. Teen angst. We're Weskers. It's what we do. Jade brought Evelyn for a meeting. She does the ridiculous dance. This is the future. This is the dump. This just jumps off the rails here.
Because we get a little bit of that before when Jade was playing with the lizard. He's like, well, my sister's better at this. Right?
Oh, my God. Yep. I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. That's why it's like, wait, okay,
whatever. We didn't need that. That is so stupid. Billy controls Evelyn because she controls lizards in the past. Billy wants God damn it. As soon as I like some parts of the show, then you have the stupid shit. Billy hates everything. She wants everything in the past. She wants everything in the past destroyed because she hates herself. And she hates the past because that's where she got a burrito pushed in her face.
She's emo.
That's a perfectly good burrito that they fucking wasted.
Sure, I'd go for
that stupid bully.
Everybody burritos, yeah, very good.
Calls and then she calls on Jeff Goldblum's bodyguard from Thor Ragnarok. You know, because there's that one lady there that's constantly, oh, good, you brought a gun this time. Every time they meet up, she's like, there's supposed to be this badass soldier. And so she calls her into the room, and that stupid idiot doesn't notice that the CEO's head goes like this. She's being controlled. Or maybe she does know. I don't know. But why is she going with the stupid puppet? Yes, ma'am, Evelyn. This is whatever. Jade throws down the bottle of pheromones so she can get out of this situation with Billy. Just fuck everything. And Billy's like, all right, fuck, I'm going to take all the stuff from the previous world and I'm going to destroy it. So if you have a painting, I'm going to destroy it. If you have a collection of pogs, I'm going to destroy it.
Pogs!
So stupid.
No.
Give me a rating.
3.
Yeah, I will absolutely round up for how amazing Lance
Because
was, but this is still
Blade and
garbage.
Bert was amazing
Bert
with the
and
breadsticks.
and oh yeah, and I
Breadsticks.
love all you can eat breadsticks.
Yeah.
You want to eat some breadsticks?
I kind of want to try. I kind of want to try the breadsticks, but if I remember right,
They're
my
not-
favorite breadsticks is Little Caesars breadsticks, and then there was Fazoli's breadsticks were pretty good. These two could go back and forth, and then it was Olive Garden
But unlimited.
breadsticks.
But they're not
Yeah,
unlimited.
they're not unlimited. You're right. You gotta have
Soup,
unlimited.
salad, and breadsticks for like,
It's
it
no,
used to be like
it's one
$6.
basket. I want to know if that actually their policy, just one basket, unlimited one basket. If you try to ask for the other basket,
Their best.
I am Albert Wesker, and I will have another.
I'm sure.
What are you talking about,
I'm sure
sir?
Olive Garden pays their servers like $2. I don't think any of them
Yeah.
care. It's like,
So-
you could tip me more if I give you 2
Yeah.
baskets.
So initially, I gave it a 5 when I was watching it because I liked, Lance Reddick's performance. But I'm gonna, after talking about it and all that other stupid shit, I'm gonna give
He
it
tries
a
so hard to
3.
carry it, but it just too much. There's
3.
too much shit in there.
Final episode. Here we go. I said I didn't want this episode to be too long, and we are
Revolutions.
going on an hour. But hey, it's fucking whatever. Episode 8. So Evelyn manipulates Bert. Family is important to her too. She uses family to manipulate Bert into once again coming under Umbrella's influence and working for her. She's got a new project she needs help with. Dun dun dun! It's Darth Vader in the Bacta tank with sharp nails. Oh no! And this plot line is dropped, and we never fucking see it again until the very end, where he bursts his hand up from the. I'm like, is this supposed to be the nemesis? Like, what is this? You're fucking
It's a
everything. up.
narcissist.
I don't know what this is. Is this? I thought. Is it another? Gold. If you've made it to this point for 30, 40 minutes, the nemesis in
That's about
Resident
me.
Evil
Oh,
is
shit,
the
here comes the narcissist.
And he's like, puts makeup
It's
on.
all about me.
Instagram. You know that's what's going to be the narcissist.
Oh shit, here he comes.
Oh my God, man.
God damn.
You get what's her name? Matthew's girlfriend. If she can do a drawing of the narcissist, I will tweet that. I haven't yet tweeted that she.
That was great.
Our fucking audience, you guys that watch it, please submit art for the ideas that Joe comes up with. The narcissist.
With them high
And he's got
cheekbones.
Tentacles holding the phone, duck face.
Poorly lipstick and the nails and monster look. Anyways. And then we get a stupid shooting scene in the future because they can't even get the goddamn action right in this film.
Are you talking about the drones?
I'm talking about the drones.
Yeah.
Talking about the drones.
I'm talking about the drones. So all these zombies are coming, and apparently it was because she slammed the pheromones down. So they don't care. They're just going towards the pheromones. But yet they attack the soldiers that are shooting them, but not the university people that have guns and are threats and are in their way. They only kill people that are in their way that are shooting, I guess. It makes no sense unless she threw pheromones on all the soldiers that we didn't see off screen. The zombies should just go to one point, ignoring even the soldiers that are shooting at them. But I guess if you're shooting them or they're in their way, they'll come after you. But they don't do it for Jade, and they don't do it for the university people. So it's like, get your logic right first, and then they'll be fine. But it's not like you care about logic because you're too busy rushing production, because you can totally see when the zombies are running. I could just see it. It was a hot day outside, and they had a bunch of extras. Okay, on the count of 3, everybody fall to the ground. 1, 2, shooting, 3. And then all the extras fall down at the same fucking time when there's only 3 drones shooting at them from different directions.
But clearly, nobody shot you.
And only 4 puffs of smoke from the ground from shots that missed them. And I'm watching individual zombie actors go like this, like they're being like shot. And it's like, okay, in Resident Evil, I mean, Resident Evil Infinite Darkness may be boring, but they get it right. Where when the zombie outbreak happens in the president's White House, one of the secret agents is like firing, pop, 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 empties his clip, and the zombie's still coming. And then he's saved by Leon, who's there at the right. This Leon's reveal when he shows up in the White House, and he shoots him in the head. He's like, "You got to shoot him in the head," or some cool line. And they didn't even get that right here, because these zombies die if you shoot them in the fucking ankle and then they fall down, or you shoot them in the fucking kidney. They'll still.
You don't even have to shoot them; they go
die.
down.
Yeah, they just fall.
It's like, oh shit, they're getting shot at.
If other zombies fall down, they will also fall down simultaneously.
Yeah, you don't get your Netflix lunch voucher if you don't fall down at the same time.
Come on, when you were reviewing this footage, you couldn't put a few more blood effects on some of their heads. It's lazy.
Yeah.
Jade makes it back onto the boat. Yay! We have a
Wonderful.
whole scene where
You know how slow that boat is? Did you feel any tension at all when
No.
she's like running? It's like, what? No, I don't. Okay.
Sakim unleashes the zombie alligator. I'm like, finally, another monster. I forgot this series had monsters in it. But by now, I'm just knocked completely out. I don't even care about this poor CGI effect. So Billy, in the past, we go back to the past.
Escape.
Billy is taken to Evelyn. And she's talking to her. If I'm sick, can you help me? And I was like, this is kind of maybe how she joins Umbrella or whatever. Then Simon's story. We're in the last episode. We're doing Simon. Simon learns that his mom drugged his other mom. He's like, Mom, how did you drug my mom? God damn it, fuck. And so he calls his mom,
now.
and she has to confess that she turned her into a zombie because she wanted to leave. And he's like, oh, fuck that. So then he ends up at the right moment so that he can help Jade and them do their thing. Anyways, then we cut back to the future. Again, we're cutting back and forth. Like, this whole plan of doing this double time, it doesn't work. Bay Wesker takes a boat to land. Why? I missed it.
I don't know why.
At this point,
Jade at one point said, here's a bag. I want you to and take your dad. And even if he won't go with you, you go by yourself.
I remember now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she follows her mom's advice.
Yeah, so if anything goes wrong, do this, and then she leaves. Yeah.
Because she didn't know that her mom got back on there or whatever. So Billy escapes back in the past, but there's bad CGI dog visions that come and sing, and then, and then it's revealed as they run into each other. Evelyn shows up, the girls show up, their dad, Albert, shows up. And then they're like, the blood is needed, Or no, I think it was Bert and Billy or something. And I'm like, and he does the whole blood. He's like, so? No, I'm getting it out of order now. I don't care anymore.
Running together.
So wait, Billy bites Simon, all right? Let me just skip ahead. So Billy bites Simon, and because gets aggressive, at random times. And Evelyn has to shoot her son in the head, because she doesn't want him to turn into a monster. Albert's like, I can help him, but she just shoots her son in the head. And this obviously affects her because she actually does care about her family, but she's fucking crazy. And then, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was great.
Then they make a trap.
Really liked it. They made a bomb.
Then Albert's like, I'll stay behind. You guys leave. And Bert takes off with the kids.
But Bay gets on there. You got the alligator scene, and the alligator doesn't kill B. And then when B runs into Jade, she's like, "Where's Dad?" And then she's like, "Oh, don't worry." And then that's when Billy shows up right by. Like, all the characters are conveniently in one spot at the end. Okay, Billy shows up. And then they have this speech, and it makes no fucking sense. At this point, I don't care, and it's even poorly handled because she goes, ever since that night, you are heartless and hopeless. That night was the worst night of my life when I lost my sister. And I was like, what?
It doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense. She was still your sister.
Yeah.
She was not being heartless nor hopeless. Maybe a little hopeless, but if you've been fucking bitten by a goddamn zombie, have a little fucking
It's
benefit
like she
of the
couldn't
doubt.
control herself, and then after that, she's like, "I'm sorry.
Why
I
is
didn't
that the
mean
worst?
to happen."
Like that
That's
doesn't.
because she destroyed her penis. She wanted her penis. That's why.
Oh, she wanted the dick
She's
right.
like,
wanted
you
the
get
dick.
the on that
Simon.
dick.
Yeah. It's
Oh,
like, now
you're right. That is
you're
because I kept
heartless.
thinking. I was like, "What?" But
She's
that's
like, "I'm
not
sorry. You're my sister. I love you." It's like,
because
no.
because
Simon's dead
indirectly Simon was killed by Evelyn. She should be mad at Evelyn, not fucking. She's been bitten by a zombie and she's still alive. He could still be alive if their father helps.
That
him.
was,
This is a
that was the
serious
love of her life.
Emotional moment because on the script it says serious
It was
emotional
the love
moment.
of her life.
That's what. That's why.
This guy she just met. Anyways,
Yeah.
and then Billy goes, "Well, that was the best night of my life." Huh? Just shut up. Everybody shut up.
She just wanted to hurt her now.
And she's like, "Everyone around you dies because you're selfish." And I'm like, "Yep."
Correct.
Billy's actually right. The fucking Jade Show.
It's still always the fucking Jade Show.
oh
that
shit!
light
Here comes
down.
the second narcissist.
I'm like, damn, man, that's actually right. The show is actually not Resident Evil. It's the fucking Jade Show. So now it should say the fucking Jade Show every time in the credits instead of Resident
Yeah, because it was like,
'Cause that's
"Don't
what
worry,
it
you
is."
saved my life, I'll save yours. You're dead.
Evil.
I just found a cure. Maybe this could help. I'm gonna bring a zombie inside.
Oh, I'm in love with you. Come help me. You're disgusting, and you think you're ugly, but I need your help.
Dead, everyone.
All right. Anyways, Billy shoots Jade, and they take B. And then in the past, Albert builds the bomb and then sacrifices himself to set his girls free of Umbrella. That makes sense. Buy it. Fine. Lance, best part. Bert says he'll do it, but Albert says, "Look, you deserve a life." I'm like, man, he's cool.
I have a question. At one point in this
Don't think about
episode,
it.
or no, a couple episodes before, she's like, "Well, what about Dad?" And Billy says, "Oh, Dad died, and his last words were asking for you." Jade knows he died in the lab.
Wait a minute. Yeah, I remember that line too because I was wondering. I kept thinking to myself, well, where is Albert in the future? He died and he died asking for you. I don't remember that. So are they talking about Bert? Does Bert eventually become their dad? I think maybe that's what they're implying, but that's not right
For
to
what,
say.
3 years?
Why would you say dad instead of Bert?
Yeah, they even called him Albert a few times in this. It's like they would not call him Dad. So I was confused by, at this point, I was like, wait a minute, fucking if Albert actually died and Bert was taking care of them, Jade
The
knows
writers fucked up. Or
they just
we may have
fucking
missed
forgot.
something.
I don't know.
Anyways, the girls escape with Bert, and the piece of paper that Albert wrote before he died was directions to find Ada Wong. So the series does intend to start fucking up legacy characters. And then, by the way, the thing and the vat bursts out of the rubble because the place blows up because he put the bomb and the place blows up. And then the narcissist, not the nemesis, the narcissist bursts out of the rubble. I love you, Joe.
Yep.
I was going to put 2.
There's a 1 for me.
2. I can't believe the action sequence was so
This
fucking
is
bad.
a 1. I hated every part of it.
One.
And everyone's dumb decisions. And
Yeah,
now we
this
have
is
to
what
go
happens.
get-
You get these ratings like I guess maybe it's not really a 1 when you think about it when other shit we've seen, but
Everything's
this
so
is
wrong.
like right because we've been forced through 8 hours of this,
hours.
and at that point you're like,
You
fuck
checked out.
you, like Picard, right? You're like, nah, man. So I totally understand.
Yeah, because I give it a 1 because of this fucking bullshit between the drama. It's like, oh, you died that day. It's like she was super sympathetic. She's like, I'm sorry, I couldn't control myself. She's like, I don't care. You destroyed the love of my life. You didn't even
I
fucking
I think
care.
the writers intentionally leave stuff like frustrating like that, so it builds drama. But what's gonna happen next?
And dumb
Was she
decisions
real?
with
Was she
everyone.
confess her real feelings?
What's gonna happen is your show's getting fucking
And the
canceled.
stupid ass zombies, just everyone falling down because they got shot in the leg. But that's not how zombies work. But whatever.
What if they're magic bullets? You don't know.
I doubt they're magic bullets.
Did you know that they're not magic bullets? Then don't fucking judge, okay?
Yes. I know for a fact.
Alex,
2.
I gave it a 2 as well because I don't care enough to give it a fucking 1. It's a 2. It's a 2 out of 10. All right, Resident Evil Season 1. Like I said before, on the whole, I gave it a 3. The boys gave it a 2. That's it. Thank you all for sitting through another hour of therapy with us. If you made it through all of this, we are forever scarred by this. I have no idea whether there's going to be a Season 2, and I never thought that all of my favorite franchises would be butchered and die when I get older, which is exactly what Red Letter Media
happening.
says. And
Oh, I
that's
gave
what's
up on
happening.
Resident Evil a long time ago.
Yeah, but I mean, if this writer actually played the games and give a shit about it and cared, and he had these actors and they used Lance and then maybe used the daughters in a single subplot instead of the main thing, and had Wesker in that subplot of the clones, I think that could be fine. That could then eventually go into the real lore, but it just didn't work. No. And I don't know. It depends on how much this is watched. Whether we're going to start to see the legacy characters come in here.
Don't watch it.
All right, guys, that's it for us. Thank y'all so much for watching, and we will see what happens in the future with Resident Evil on Netflix. And we'll see you guys on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.
A little fucking respect!